This is Van Tenpenny reporting from Local 1055 in Laverne, Tennessee, United Steelworkers. With us we have Larry Odum, Vice President of the Local, who will speak to us today about local union negotiations. Larry, tell us some of the highlights of what's going on with your local as far as negotiations, how it's going to affect everybody at this level at this plant.
Well, currently, Van, we just returned from local negotiations from Jefferson, Indiana, and the company has proposed a $7.2 million cost savings on the union, and pretty well adamantly said if we don't come up with a cost savings, they would virtually maybe close the plant. So that's what we're looking at. So we've already had two partial plant closures and over 600 members lost, and with about 495 members left. Looking at their cost reductions and the proposals that the company wishes, they wish us to go to a new wage structure where 33% of the plant would be making $13 an hour. Likewise, it's about a $4 million savings for the company per year. They're looking to reduce supplemental unemployment benefits from 52 weeks a year to about maximum 24 weeks, which is pretty crunch on us. We invested into some supplemental pool in the years past, and the company took that and we revised that to under layoff you would draw the unemployment supplemental. That's a lot of money for folks. Recently, the company, as of June 13th, cut their supplemental income off without notification. To me, that was one of the callous acts I've ever seen this company perform on the members. People who was already stressed, already unemployed, still looking for comparable work, and to bestow undue hardship on them was not a good labor community-friendly company, and that's what we need in these times. We need companies that can be labor-friendly, community-friendly, So likewise, there's a lot of eliminate night shift bonuses and split payrolls and mandatory overtime, and there's several other economic issues which really total about $7 million a year for the company. Under the local negotiations, we proposed several work rules. We've been in the last 2 or 3 days in local, and it was very cordial. We proposed several work rules regarding vacation and seniority and some work bid rights in the plant. And we also, the local committee, instead of choosing to take a wage reductions and under the new wage structure, our local committee has presented and proposed some lead hands and some toolkits that's used in the past. Other local unions have used it in negotiations, Goodyear and some of the other. So we sort of patterned our language after that. Toolkits will open up and give you an opportunity to cut waste, redesign some work areas and that kind of thing in the plant. But it's also arbitrary, from each side. So the company did seem to be interested in that versus this. Maybe if we can save some money in the plant, there's always a lot of waste. The company's not been accused of making a lot of good business decisions lately, So there's waste in the plant, and we know there's several $1 million worth of waste. And we propose to, as a joint committee in the union and the company, to search out those wastes and to cut costs in the factory.
So in essence, they're wanting 33% of the workers at Laverne plant to take a pay cut down to $13 an hour, which would affect families on top of not only what's being proposed on the pension benefits for our employees here. What might be some of the effect on that pension as far as anything that's been talked about in negotiations?
Well, they talked about on pension was freezing a pension and going to a 401k. But effect on $13 an hour, we're simply not going to do that. That's going to be a fight and a battle. We will not give up that issue. We can't work for $13 an hour in a hazardous and dangerous and chemical industry such as the tire building industry, which is everything we touch is hazardous and chemical, and got dangerous labels on it, warning labels on it. Everything we touch, we deal with hazardous stuff. It's physical, demanding, and it's injurious and cancerous industry, and we're not going to work for that low wage.
There you have it, folks, straight from Larry Odum, Vice President of USW Local 1055 in Laverne, Tennessee. This is Van Tenpenny reporting for SolidarityNews.com.